For 300 years, the planet Earth had been little more than a myth among the scattered remnants of humanity. To most, it was a cautionary tale of war, pride, and self-destruction. The archive world stored fragments of its history, charred documents, cracked digital cores, and blurry visuals of oceans, cities, and clouds, all disjointed and faded by time. To the hidden colony of Eos 7, Earth was a graveyard, a ghost orbiting a long-dead sun. No ship had approached it in centuries, and no signal had escaped its poisoned skies. That is, until the signal came. It was a low-frequency burst, ancient in its structure, buried beneath radiation noise and gravitational debris near Sector Theta. EOS 7's deep space satellite, DSV Carina, captured it in a routine sweep. The message pulsed weakly, repeating every 91 seconds. When translated, it was simple, terrifyingly simple. "This is Earth. We are not alone. Please help us." The signal came with coordinates, a timestamp from 306 years ago, and an encryption key used only by Terran military outposts during the last days of the final war. It was impossible. Earth was dead, its atmosphere scorched, its cities crumbled beneath tectonic rage, and its orbit clogged with metallic corpses of war satellites and derelict stations. Everyone knew that. The last transmission before Earth went dark was a scream, dozens of emergency codes and distress signals overlapping as orbital defenses turned on each other. But this signal was clean. Too clean. Commander Lyra Voss, head of EOS 7's orbital recon and defense, stared at the decrypted waveform on her holoscreen for hours, replaying the message. Her advisors urged caution. Some suggested a trap, possibly remnants of rogue AI systems still looping dead protocols. Others leaned toward natural interference, or perhaps an old Terran drone bouncing a decayed signal across a satellite graveyard. Lyra wasn't convinced. She had grown up with Terran myths. Her grandfather had served in the Exodus Corps, one of the final groups to leave Earth before the Black Curtain fell. He used to tell stories of blue skies, gravity you could trust, and oceans that breathed. But he'd also whispered about the last days, about something coming out of the ice in Antarctica, of silence swallowing entire cities, of voices that spoke through broken machines. Something about the signal made her skin crawl. Against protocol, she ordered the launch of the long-range scout vessel Ardent Star, a stealth-capable ship equipped with planetary scanners, a crew of 6, and enough data storage to record an entire civilization's fall, if it still existed to be recorded. The journey to Sol took 6 months. Most of the crew spent it in cryo. Lyra remained half awake, her consciousness drifting in dream-locked cycles, haunted by static-laced voices and flashes of forgotten landscapes. When they emerged from the jump corridor into the Sol system, the crew expected to see ruin. What they found was far worse. Earth was still there. Not scorched. Not lifeless. Alive. Clouds swirled in white spirals across its surface. Oceans glittered. Massive green belts stretched across continents. From orbit, the planet looked restored, reborn. But no radio chatter met them. No satellite pinged their presence. No spaceports lit up with welcome protocols. Earth was silent, watching. They entered geosynchronous orbit above what had once been North America. The AI systems aboard Ardent Star identified ruins beneath the foliage, skyscrapers overrun by forests, crumbled highways buried in ivy. A vast green sea had swallowed human civilization, yet the cities hadn't decayed entirely. Many buildings remained intact. Some even showed signs of power. Commander Voss initiated a probe drop, directing 3 orbital drones to scan the planet. As the drones descended, the signal flared again, this time stronger. It was no longer repeating. It changed, adapting. "Help us! They are awake. They remember us." Lyra froze. The signal was live. Not an echo. Something was speaking directly to them. The drones reached the surface, landing near what had been Washington, D.C. 2 of the drones began scanning. The third never reported back. Its feed cut to black just before entering a subterranean structure. No warning. No interference. Just absence. They debated aborting the mission. Then Drone 2 sent back something unexpected, a massive chamber beneath the ruins of the old Capitol building. Inside were rows of cryopods, hundreds of them, and in one of them was a woman wearing a Terran military uniform, her vitals stable, her eyes twitching behind closed lids. Her nameplate read, General Asha Lin. According to records, General Lin died 312 years ago during the siege of Olympus Mons on Mars. And yet there she was, alive, preserved. The crew of Ardent Star descended. The shuttle landed near the ruins with little resistance. The air was breathable. The gravity was stable. The foliage parted like something had instructed it to. As the crew ventured into the city, they began to feel it, not fear, not dread exactly, but a sense of being watched. The plants moved subtly, almost imperceptibly, as if turning toward them. In the shadows of buildings, shapes shifted. No animals, no birds, just silence. Inside the Capitol structure, the cryo chamber waited. The team approached with caution, recording everything. Dozens of pods, each with a nameplate, a heartbeat. Soldiers, scientists, officials, some centuries old, others younger. All in perfect condition. It was impossible. Cryosystems couldn't survive this long without maintenance. Lyra moved to General Lin's pod. As her fingers brushed the console, a voice echoed through the chamber. You found us. It was everywhere. In their ears. In their minds. The team scrambled, drawing weapons, scanning for transmission sources. There were none. The pods began to open. Not all, just a few. General Lin stirred, gasping awake, eyes darting wildly before settling on Lyra. You're not supposed to be here, Lin said. We sealed it. We buried them. Buried what? Lyra asked. The architects, Lin replied. They built Earth before us. We just lived on the surface. We thought we ruled. We were wrong. She coughed, her body shaking with age and something else, something parasitic. Her pupils dilated unnaturally, and black veins crept down her neck. They woke up when the ice melted, she whispered. We tried to fight. We couldn't kill them. So we trapped them. We used ourselves as bait. Lyra backed away, her communicator buzzing with emergency alerts. Outside, the city was changing. Trees pulled their roots from the ground. Concrete flowed like liquid. The sky darkened. We sent the signal hoping no one would come, Lin said. It was a warning, not a plea. The other pods began opening faster now. The crew scrambled, calling for emergency extraction. One of the soldiers screamed as a pod burst open, releasing not a human, but something wearing a human skin, its eyes glowing, its fingers splitting into tendrils. Lyra fired. The thing collapsed. Then it rose again. Back on Ardent Star, the ship's AI, Helix, initiated lockdown. Containment fields activated. The sky above the planet shimmered. And Earth spoke. Not through radios. Through everything. It sang in electricity, in heartbeats, in neural pathways. You abandoned us. You built empires in the dark. But we remember. And now you remember us. The city erupted. Vines turned to cables. Buildings reshaped into towering spires pulsing with ancient technology. The planet was not reborn. It was reawakening. Eos 7 had been hidden for centuries, a self-sustaining vault of knowledge and genetic legacy. But the signal had found it. Earth had sent it, not as a cry for help, but as a beacon. A key. A lure. In orbit, Ardent Star fought to ascend. Half the crew was dead. Lyra managed to launch an escape pod, shooting herself into high orbit, broadcasting a warning on all frequencies. Do not come to Earth. It is not what we remember. It is not what we lost. It is not ours. The last thing she saw before losing consciousness was the planet's surface shifting again, forming a colossal eye of light and shadow, looking straight at her. The pod drifted. Her vitals faded. Somewhere deep in the dark, Earth waited. Not dead. Not alive. Something else. And it had finally been remembered.